Listen, think about that. Will artificial intelligence replace us or not? And that's interesting stuff, because most likely executive positions will all be replaced. And well, I can understand it. I need performers. Those that, well, do not have any personal characteristics. I need those who do exactly what I say, what I need and when I need. If artificial intelligence will happily replace it, lovely super. I think what? It will be hard to replace. The moment is where people communicate with each other and where they build new interesting stuff for other people. I do not want to communicate with the robot. I don't want to watch and list how robots communicate with each other. It's unlikely to be replaced because, well, it's all done for people and not for robots. Most likely those who, maybe even bloggers will not be replaced because you can turn their Wikipedia options. This whole thing can but I think people follow people and not behind robots. There is no such thing. No matter how beautiful the avatar is there, no matter how cool the action is, still people look at people. So I guess this here basic thing will not be replaced. Little by little started podcast thing, which I want to spend. And here I got myself microphones. Loops are cool, which are now hyped by many bloggers, only they have them in the form of such different pills, and I bought the same version of them, but which are not pills, as invisible as possible, which are on clips, on clothespins, because the ones that are pills, they are on magnets, and I thought that I would definitely lose them. My name is Eduard Kichigin. And did you know that in ancient coupe cars, a table appeared on the top shelves? I was just amazed when saw it. It's really comfortable. Then you cannot go down at all. And by the way, listen to the trigger sounds. Shorter, I have a little bit nostalgia and delight from old trains, something I've been getting used to airplanes and peregrine falcon lately. What about long distance trains, right? Do you like coupe rides? I love riding a motorcycle in the morning and drinking coffee. I can hardly imagine myself without this type of transport. Advantages of monoheels against any mode of transport. For example, you stand straight. Unlike that, to hunch over on a bike or a motorcycle, you have to hands-free. That's super comfy. And with a motorcycle, you can go anywhere. He has so no cons. What is produced addiction like? Subscription. Eduard Kichigin. I love flying on an airplane. This seems to me the best way to travel. In this video, already getting out of the plane. Flew from Novosibirsk to St. Petersburg. Space may not be very much, but I slept through everything. Honestly, slept through everything. You can see it in my unslept face. By the way, where do you prefer to sit on the plane? I did not get the place with the window next to me this time. Well, here's next to the window BTW. Sleeping is more comfortable. I was flying out in the morning, and how cool it is to start the day with boarding a plane. Best morning is morning, which you meet at the airport for a cup of coffee. If you support this approach to life, then write in the comments like subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin. And this is me in Novosibirsk, flying to St. Petersburg from the airport in Tomacheva. Since my flight was at 7 a.m., I had to leave at like 5. And to me to leave at 5, I had to practically stay up all night. So I was happily going to the hotel. Still tried from Novosibirsk straight up unload some videos who shot at the masterclass and lectures held in NGASU Sipstreet. So there was something to waste time on. I took a taxi, came to the airport, took a little coffee, happily parfumerie and went to check in. And of course at the airport I met subscribers. 2 or 3 times came up guys who happily recognized me to take a picture. Very pleasant feeling from Novosibirsk. Such a life in travel, like repost subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin. Robots will replace everyone except those who are brave. Are watching a podcast with Marina Mogilko. Well, here's Oscar. How much time did you spend in Silicon Valley? And there were like 700 records made. What I need to do? Well, like he says, they will replace all service structures of some processes. Well, that is if there is a pyramid. On top someone steers the process. But here are those who provide viability of these processes. These are all sorts of technical stuff. Yes, and semantic stuff too. Well, here he says entrepreneurship will reign it, and that robots can never replace. These are the kind of people who take, and for some reason organize other people, who come up with new meanings to move forward. Collect under this team. Well, here's the way team. Oh, it's also no longer necessary. But these are the kind of people there are. I've seen a few people like this in my life. This is superb. Myself tried to go this way and did big things himself. I'm very interested in this. This is something that robots will not replace. This is what is at the top of the pyramid and what will be replaced. All this here is the bottom pyramid, maybe. OT so dramatic. Yes, and time is. Specifically, you need to think about this all. OT in all countries, it will happen fast. And in some, may not happen at all. So what about panicking? I think that right now is not worth it. But but it all looks to me, for some reason, not a panic situation. On the contrary, the situation of some monstrous, incredible opportunities for me personally. And now I'm trying everything to understand how to do so, to it's effective for me to work. For this I myself need to change. And this damn is not easy. It's just not easy. Pisses me off everything. But it seems good trends. Well, what do you think? Will artificial intelligence replace you? Write in the comments, like, repost, or follow. My name is Eduard Kichigin. Such garbage at 5 AM in Petersburg. And I sit and try to shovel everything a guy what I know and can under some other format. Cause something doesn't work the way I want. It somehow works, but not as I want. I'm sitting don't understand what to do. And the smartest, what have I come to? Try to agree with that. What do I know that I know nothing? As if poking in different directions. But there is no way out. And there is a way out only there. Where did I just formulate it? What I don't know anything. Yeah, what to do with it then, eh?